These have been on back order forever. These went on back order. We just got, I think, 5 of each, so they're in the store. Check back often. If it goes out of stock, check back, because as they come in from Honda, put them back in the store. And of course that includes the 2 pieces, the ball and the cage, and 2 ounces of Aurora grease. Rivet guns. This is the cheaper one, Home Depot. This one sucks. It keeps breaking rivets off on the middle of the tail, so you end up with a stalk sticking out. This one here is like a easy pull. It's like a mechanical advantage. This is the more expensive one at Home Depot. This one has issues breaking tails off. This is from our supplier of rivets. They're telling us this is the best one that you can buy. This one was 40 bucks, I think, and still got the box for this. We've used this and done 2 tops. This one broke. The Milwaukee stuff I was sold, it's been the best option so far. Now most of our stuff, I think all of them are now Milwaukee, and we're slowly changing over to the Fuel line. I think our big 1/2-inch impact is Fuel, which is basically a brushless motor. It's a stronger motor. $199 later. Hopefully this is the best rivet gun, and it's the last rivet gun, because it's getting ridiculous. Let's do a detailed unboxing. 5-year warranty. This is the M2, the M12, which is the small battery, which we have some of those. Now this is the tool only, so if you're buying this, make sure you're ready to buy the battery too. It's kind of expensive. I mean, it's expensive what it does, right? All it's going to do is pull a rivet. Let's get this thing open, see what we have. Beyond board is this ratchet a while ago, and it's a funny story. He often comments in our YouTube videos. Beyond, thank you again. He sent us this and he says, I think you could use this, and we're used to the impacts and we have bigger stuff. We got this and we both kind of played with it and put it on a bolt, held it, and we went, this ain't gonna be any good. Well, we find ourselves using this more than anything. This is probably the most used Milwaukee tool in the shop. What did that do?
That's the piece of the back.
Oh, that's the tail catcher?
Yeah.
I'd have thought this would have come in a nice little bag and all kinds of stuff. That just comes, there it is. Does it come with multiple ends?
Yeah, look like they're,
oh, there they are. That's kind of nice. And there is the built-in tool to change them. It's actually a decent feeling.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, it feels nice. That's just so it doesn't shoot you in the eye. Alright, so this is what it looks like. This is completely... Look, there's a piece of our rivet, a piece that broke. Look at that. That was from the old one.
Yeah, there was actually this one here. They're both broken inside. So we're still trying to pull rivets and the pieces are actually broken off.
Yeah, I mean, and we're pulling aluminum rivets. This thing's supposed to pull stainless rivets, isn't it?
Yeah, like 3/16 stainless rivets.
But yeah, it feels nice. Let's say we have a bunch of Milwaukee tools. Let's get our 12 battery right here. Go this way. Hopefully it fits.
Might go the other way.
No, it fits. What rivets are you using right now? I'll make sure we'll put the right one in.
3/16. So the black one, which is the one that's on there.
Is it?
Yeah. The little black O-ring.
Okay. Just looks like it's really big.
Yeah, that's for this size here.
Okay. Alright. Let's plug our battery. Let's give it a shot. Alright, live ready. I'm going to stand this way in case it goes pop. Oh, look at that, and the tail comes out.
It just works.
It's better already, isn't it? Alright. That's better already. I felt bad paying 199 bucks without a battery, but it feels decent.
It's a good piece.
Doesn't feel cheesy, and it stands up, which I think is as expensive as this is. I think we lay it down. Oh, and this thing bouncing on the ground.
It has the little belt clippy too.
Yeah, imagine carrying on your belt and pull your pants down. Feel that.
Yeah, it is a bit heavy.
You would need a harness. Pick your rivet gun. Someone's gonna love that. They're gonna see that in the dumpster and go, wow, I just hit the motherlode. That's a brand new riveter.
And this one is only missing half of a tooth.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work. at all, but it looks like
it looks just like a brand new. Maybe we should leave that down the side of the dumpster so somebody picks it up. All right, I'm gonna go. You want to go first? You want me to?
Doesn't matter.
All right, ready? I'm gonna go first. Ready? It's a win. Ah, George overshoots it again. Feeling good on the second pass.
Maybe.
Got a little crosswind.
Yeah.
Trying to adjust for the wind. Gonna get a point of view right here. You're no good at this game, are you?
Not overshoot.
You are just no good at this game. The rivets we use are the wide head rivets, just like the ones Honda use. And then we use the back end washer on this side, just like Honda use. Feeling confident?
No.
Hope so.
Never put a real rivet in with this thing before, so.
This is like a episode of Office Space. It's gone through these box. It has to fill it to 100%. Another box goes up, 100%. Another box. Don't close this. Applying something else. See this? Now I know where they got that skit from Office Space, where you can't shut the computer down, because it's got to do 75. Look at that. Routing code update. Prepare for something else. Preparing for another box. How annoying is that? So I'm the last one to leave again. It's already pitch black. I've got the camera turned down because that light is super bright. Hopefully you're going to see this. I did install these LEDs. My wife asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I sent her basically a link to these LED strips and wired them in the truck and set them through a timer. So basically now you unlock the truck and they start off dim and slowly get bright. Of course they're going to flash on camera because of the strobing effect of LEDs, but obviously in person they're just super bright. Look at that. I totally love those. And you set the timer from 5 to 60 seconds. Lock the truck, and they go out. Isn't that awesome? I love that. We are going to the firm. I'm taking the Porsche, George is taking the Turbo Mugen Civic, and a whole bunch of other people that I know are going. I'm super excited about it. I just got a new helmet. If you didn't see the goofy video I put up just after Christmas, it seems kind of intimidating, and a lot of people I've spoke to about it that have never been, all kind of say the same thing. Well, I'm not very fast, or well, I don't have a really fast car and I don't want to go out there. This isn't a competition. You're not going in there to win a prize or be the fastest guy there. It doesn't matter what you drive there, you're going to have a good time. Say, old helmet, I've had it 10 years. This is the first helmet that we bought to go to the track. Paul and I both bought these. And what sucks is it's obviously mint. It's never been bounced down the road. But you see this right here, the Snell, it's only good for 10 years. So this being an SA 2010, they assume that I bought it in the beginning of 2010. It's now calendar year 12 years old. So it's still sitting here from the last video that I did. I just put it back in the box. So it does come in a cool red bag. The other one came in a blue bag. See the Snell right here? So now, 2020, I'm good for another 10 years. And it does have the threaded portions here for the Hans if you are running that. So I totally love this thing. This reminds me of the helmet I wanted as a kid. When I was 17, I used to ride a motorcycle in England, and the big helmet at the time was the Simpson Bandit. Totally love that thing. It had this kind of shape to it. Well, for some reason it wasn't rated for road use. It was like a motorsports helmet, so you couldn't have it on a motorcycle. Well, there was a helmet company called AGV, and it was, I don't remember the brand, but it looked close to the Simpson Bandit, and I had that. True story, real quick. My friend Shane, I don't know if you're watching, buddy. In England, we were 17, we both had motorcycles. I just bought this brand new AGV helmet, and I was super, super proud of it. I'd take it on my head, and I didn't want to put it down on the floor. I didn't want to get this part dirty, and of course you never want to do this. I think it was red and black and white or something like that. Went over to Shane's house. I used to walk in the door, and I didn't want to put it in the living room. He had a couple of dogs, and he had a sister, and I didn't want anybody to mess with it. They didn't have carpet on the stairs. They were in the middle of building a house, and it was concrete stairs. I think his sister went upstairs, bumped my helmet, dunk, dunk, dunk down the concrete stairs. I'd had it like 2 days. I was so upset at that. I can't even describe how upset I was about that. But still feels good. Text from George. His rear caliper is locked up. This is something that happened a while ago, and I did get him a new caliper from TAE, and then it never acted up again, but you can kind of see by that rotor, it's been dragging a little bit. And this permitted here, it changed the caliper, which is that one right there. So it bled it at home, but just to be sure, we're going to go around and do like the sequence, just follow the sequence, bleed it out, make sure it's good, make sure there's no bubbles in it. And it's pretty much ready. Flush the clutch too, right?
Yeah.
Just got it all cleaned up, ready to go, ready to get some rubber on it. So we'll get that done. And then I'm thinking I need to flush the brakes on the Porsche. I think I've done it. And one of those important things that you really should do before going to the track. Front left. Basically clockwise, right? No, yeah. Counterclockwise. Yeah. Number one, number two. Yeah, clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I haven't even taken the thing off yet.
You get like, look at that. Still in there, still in the bag.
Yeah.
It's never seen the light of day.
Still has that tied to it.
Didn't you watch my video where you're supposed to drive around in traffic like an idiot and get used to it?
I've got plenty of headroom.
Because have you tried it on?
Nope.
Really?
I tried on your large.
Yeah.
And if you go to their website and use the measurements, I measure the very top of medium. And it says you're for the very top of the size, go to the next one up.
You got Han's device too, so if you want to put a cage in your car.
Yeah.
That's nice. It looks about right. It sits on snug.
Yeah, it's good.
The test is if you can turn it all the way around without your head spinning off.
No.
If your head pops off, it's a fail. You can't use it. So we're pretty much good. We're just letting it cool. We're going to flush the clutch a little bit more. Sticking your arm down there, like here, like I had it. I've already burnt my arm, look. I did it a little bit and I just couldn't take the heat. So we're going to let it cool down. Take a little bit of heat out of that manifold because my arm is cooking. Look at that. Look at them burn. And then we'll flush this. And we are good with this one. Inconvenient having the key on the left hand side. Actually a tire to fix and flush the brakes. And this one's pretty much done. And then do a master cylinder in that car and we are good to go. Ready for our trip. The brake reservoir is also the clutch reservoir, which I think is what this one is, isn't it?
Yes.
It doesn't say, it has a whole bunch of serial numbers. But yeah, that is for the reservoir for the clutch. So when you're flushing this, essentially you're doing the brakes and clutch together. So it's calling for DOT4, which is basically what we put in it. So it has bolts instead of nuts, basically. So when you slide this off, there's nothing to stop you dropping it and trashing your super shiny caliper that you wax every time you take the wheels off. And I'm not alone doing that, you guys do it too. So it comes with it. That's fantastic. We're going to take one of these off, screw this guy in, makes it easier to slide the wheel off. Look at the size of that brake. I mean, I got big hands too. That sucker is huge. Oh, look at that. Let's lower it while we're in here. That means, yeah.
That's just coilovers.
It just looks exactly like ground controls. So I ordered this aluminum pipe. This is exactly how it came, right? I just opened it, but I kind of pride ourselves the way we package stuff and ship stuff. I always like to use foam so it doesn't get bounced around, but it's just amazing it showed up. But that was it. Big piece of aluminum tube, empty box. There is no foam in there. So I wanted to show you this little irking problem that I see often. Now this S2000 is in really good shape, apart from when I drove it. It has a click in the pedal. Let me show you right here, if I can stick my head under here and get the light in here. Now if you watch this, when I make it click, see the master cylinder right there, you see the rod going in it. When you first press it, see if I get the light. Hear that? That you can feel it in your foot and you hear it. That right there. See if I get the light so you can see it. But the rod moves ever so slightly when it makes that click. Ready? See that? Now when you look at this thing first, if you get right up on it, on the side of it, it says Nissin. It has the gray cap. Typically, the aftermarket ones have a different color cap. If it's gray, usually you'd assume it's OEM. Now looking over here, There's no other names that you can see. The cylinder, the reservoir looks the same, but it's not. Let's show you. I'm going to take it out and show you something pretty crazy. Someone's going to correct me. I did spell it wrong. It's not Nissin like the car, it's Nissin like the brake company. This is the one that came out of it. You see it, it's kind of like, it's not laser, it's kind of ink on there. It says Nissin. It's not the proper one. It's not raised and cast. Well, all the looseness is in here. This is, you see how much it wobbles side to side? Well, when you push it and load it, it kind of kicks from the side to the middle, and that's that clicking. You see that? Just drives you nuts. If you're into your car, any of those kind of clicking and funky feeling, that's it. And then we've got the proper one right here. See them side by side? See where it's raised? And this one says 5/8. That's cast on it. This one, same thing. It's like stenciled. It's ink or something like that. But you see how close they've got it. Look at it. Then now, perfect. What it would do is when you took your foot off the clutch, put it back on, you'd get that click. It's one of those things that's really a pet peeve for me. I absolutely hate it. So that makes all the difference. Don't like any clicking in the pedals. George is ready. I'm ready. We're leaving early tomorrow. Like I said, we're leaving at like 4:30. We're going to meet Scott. Look out for that video. I'm going to put a separate video together from basically leaving my house, getting to the track, a little bit of track footage, see if I can get a little bit of off track, see the other guys, see some of the cars is there. So should be cool. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, track your cars.